Hey there, I'm Kristin, and you're watching my channel, Traveling with Kristin, where I take you behind the scenes in the digital nomad lifestyle. I'll share with you what I've learned in 15 years of traveling to more than 55 countries, helping thousands of people travel the world and work remotely from their laptops. Make sure to subscribe to catch my weekly show, Digital Nomad TV, where you can find out what it's like to live in different digital nomad destinations around the world, from cost of living to climate, housing, and even the co-working scene. We also have interviews with experienced digital nomads, so you can learn how they went from 9 to 5 to location independent. Finally, I also share travel videos and vlogs from all around the world to inspire you and help you attain freedom in the laptop lifestyle. On today's episode of Digital Nomad Destinations, I'm taking you guys to Bulgaria, a highly underrated country with a lot to offer. In this video, I'll tell you exactly why it's been attracting so much attention in the digital nomad scene lately. First of all, the summary. The four main things that digital nomads really like about Bulgaria are the low cost of living, the super fast internet, and the various co-working spaces and communities popping up around the country. Also, it's safe, so that's a plus. But let's start with the basics. Bulgaria is located in southeastern Europe on the Balkan Peninsula. It's bordered by Serbia, Romania, Macedonia, Greece, and Turkey. The main destinations within Bulgaria include Sofia, the capital, Plovdiv, which is actually the 2019 European Capital of Culture, Bansko, where I usually hang out, and then Varna and Burgas. Bulgaria has a population of about 7 million people and a temperate, moderate climate with 4 distinct seasons. The currency is the Bulgarian lev, with an exchange rate of about 2 lev to 1 euro. And Bulgaria is in the European Union, but it's not a Schengen country. So the good news is, if you're from outside Europe, it doesn't count against your days in the Schengen zone. How to get there? The main airport is in the capital of Sofia, which has some amazingly affordable flights to almost anywhere in the world. It's ideally situated between east and west. If you want some examples, from Bulgaria you can fly to Rome for just 23 euro, London or Amsterdam for less than 50 euro, Dubai for 51 euro, Cape Town for about 350, Bangkok for 300, and to the US and Canada starting at around 150 to 200 euro one way. If that sounds cheap to you, it's because it is. But in general, Bulgaria is a great place to save money. So let's talk about the cost of living. Rent is typically only around 150 to 250 euro per month. That's right, per month. This is for a fully furnished one-bedroom apartment. Utilities, including electricity, water, internet, cable, etc., are usually less than 50 euro per month, and they're usually even included in the rent. If you're staying short term, you can get an Airbnb for anywhere from $15 to $35 a night, and hotels are anywhere from $20 to $100 a night. A luxury hotel that would cost $500 somewhere like Amsterdam or Hong Kong might only cost $100 in Sofia. In sum, you're looking at an estimated monthly cost of living of around 1,000 to 1,500 euro per month, but you can definitely bootstrap and lower that cost of living even more. Next up is internet. So Bulgaria has some of the fastest internet in the world. It usually ranks in the top 10 for speed, and it's super affordable too. You can get high-speed 1 gigabyte internet for about 50 euro per month, and then it gets really cheap from there. 100 megabytes is only 12 euro per month, and you can get a 50 megabyte connection for just 4 to 8 euro per month. Cell phone data is really cheap as well. It's only 1 lev per gigabyte. So for example, I just bought a 50 gigabyte package, good for 1 month, for only 25 euro. It's so cheap and so reliable that some people use mobile data as their main internet connection. My co-working space, Coworking Bansko, has a solid connection of 100 up and 100 down. Speaking of co-working, let's talk about it. Digital nomads are always looking for a great place to work and meet other nomads, and Bulgaria has a pretty fast growing community of both long-term and short-term seasonal nomads. I'm actually here for the second time in a year. There's co-working spaces around the country, especially in Plovdiv and Sofia. There are a lot of different options. And in Bansko, there are basically 3 different locations of one co-working space called Coworking Bansko. And that's where I work, and it's in the lovely mountain town of Bansko, where I spend most of my time when I'm in Bulgaria. Next up, cuisine. So the food is amazing in Bulgaria. And while you can find anything you want from sushi to pizza, I really like to just indulge in the local traditional food. Local dishes tend to be whole foods based with Turkish, Greek, and Arabic influences. It kind of reminds me of the Mediterranean diet. Think fresh fruit, meat, fish, potatoes, grilled veggies, soups, and a lot of different types of salads. If you're into the whole organic lifestyle, I know I am, it's really easy to eat local and within season in Bulgaria. So one of my favorite things to do is to go to some of the outdoor weekend markets, and the food and produce there is even cheaper than it is in the grocery store. Little known fact, Bulgaria actually has some of the oldest vineyards in Europe, which means really good wine, people. And Bulgaria actually used to be the world's second largest exporter of wine. Who knew? Not me. Also, Bulgaria has some of the best yogurt in the world, and they actually have their own bacteria called Lactobacillus bulgaricus. So some average prices, a coffee or a beer will cost you just €1 or €2 out. A meal out anywhere from €2 to €3 for breakfast and €2 to €7 for lunch. Regular dinner can cost you anywhere from €6 to €12, but you can have a really nice dinner out for like €10 to €20. And I don't think I've ever spent more than €30 on dinner here, and that's really going all out. But you can usually get away with spending like €6 to €12 for an appetizer, main course, and a drink. So what are some fun things to do? Well, Bulgaria has a lot to offer any time of year. In the summer, you can go to some of the beaches along the Black Sea. You can hike in the mountains. In the winter, you can go skiing and snowboarding. There are tons of nice ski resorts. People are also pretty health conscious around here. You can find plenty of different sports, cycling, mountain biking, spas, and state-of-the-art fitness centers with yoga, boot camp, CrossFit, and all sorts of group fitness classes. The gyms here are actually some of the best that I've seen in the world. Year-round, there's always things to do in Bulgaria. There's great nightlife, there's shopping, entertainment, culture, museums. They have a lot of hot springs and thermal baths, and actually a really nice bar and restaurant scene, especially in Sofia. Bulgaria is also a fun place for a road trip, whether you stay inside or outside of the borders. I've driven all around the country to check out some of the 9 different UNESCO World Heritage Sites. There's monasteries, and there's annual festivals like the Rose Harvest that takes place in Kazanlak in May and June. You can also cross the border into some neighboring countries like Serbia, Greece, Romania, Macedonia, and Turkey, and get there in just a few hours. Just a note on taxes and residency. As I mentioned, Bulgaria is an EU non-Schengen country, so citizens of most countries can stay for up to 90 days. But there are a lot of digital nomads from Europe and around the world who choose to set up their businesses and home bases in Bulgaria to take advantage of the low 10% flat rate personal and corporate income taxes. So that's my quick overview of Bulgaria for digital nomads. I hope you liked it. If you've never been to Bulgaria or the Balkans or Eastern Europe before, definitely put it on your list. I hope to see you guys in Bulgaria soon. And to learn more about Bulgaria for digital nomads, check out one of my other videos in the playlist or thumbnail shown here. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more weekly travel videos, vlogs, and episodes of Digital Nomad TV.